Hidden Gems of DFW is a video podcast to help marketing professionals as well as newbies learn the art of marketing and finding the treasures that help a small business grow. This podcast will be filled with gems and treasures in the DFW area from some of the best guests in the business. And even if you are not in the DFW area, these treasures will work for you. And now get ready for the Hidden Gems of DFW podcast with Kris O'Connor. Hi everyone, welcome to Hidden Gems of DFW. I am Kris O'Connor, your host for the video podcast today. And Happy New Year to everyone. I'm excited. It's a new year. It's 2022. And there's so much excitement and so many people are very excited for the new year, new you, new business, new whatever is new for you. I know that was a lot of news, but today I don't have a guest. Today I'm just going to talk to you from my heart. And I believe that so many of us set resolutions. I quit setting resolutions many, many years ago because, within 7 days, we're done, right? We don't follow them. We don't do them 2 weeks, or at least the statistics say that by the end of January, first week of February, we're completely done. We're not following those resolutions. So what I've changed and done is I have a focus word that what happens to be the word is focus, but I have a word that I choose every year to follow by, and it's, for me, seems to be a better pattern than trying to set a resolution. So in 2022, which is the year of the water tiger, eye of the tiger, it's important that I want to share something that I think a lot of business owners don't do, or at least are consistent with, or follow through. And I want to share with you how I grew the previous company from 0 to 1.6 million. And that was through goals. And I know a lot of you don't like goals. You don't believe in goals. They're wasted time. It's kind of like a resolution, right? Resolutions go by the wayside. Well, so do goals. I think the problem and the challenge for a lot of people out there is when they set goals, they set them so large and so out of their realm that they don't know how to reach those goals. And so hopefully today I can teach you a little different way. Maybe you've heard it, maybe you do it, maybe it's something that you could implement in your business. And I found that when I did it kind of re-engineering, basically working from the goal backwards, I found that we hit our goals a lot more frequently and we put it in bite-sized pieces. So a goal, there's a saying out there, a goal without a plan is just a wish or a dream. So what does that mean? What does that mean exactly? So exactly to me, what it means is that your goal or your goals without that plan of action, right? Then there's no plan for success. So we all get into business for a reason, whatever your reason is. I mean, I always wanted to have my own business, and I jumped in when I had the opportunity. It was scary, and I know a lot of you are scared, and a lot of you are struggling, especially since COVID's happened, because COVID has made people learn how to pivot. And if you haven't changed a little thing or pivot at all, more than likely you're struggling. So hopefully I can help show you how to make those goals a reality. Now, I'm going to tell you a little bit of my story, reiterate a little bit of my story. And when I started with the company way back in, I guess it was 2006, I knew nothing. I knew absolutely nothing. But I've always set goals because I've always known that goals are very important. But I did it wrong. I always did it wrong. I never was successful with a lot of my goals. And when I became the general manager of that company, or as I was the general manager of the garage door company, as we grew with more employees, there was so many things that were out of sync. And I know in my first video podcast, one of the things that was my treasure was this book right here, The E-Myth Revisited. It's by Michael Gerber, and it's one of the best books that I ever read. And it talks about the difference between the entrepreneur, the manager, and the technician, and how they think so differently and how they think a business should be run. And it's very true when you read this book, because it helps you understand where the thought process is of each one of those individuals, whether you're the entrepreneur, whether you're the manager, whether you're the technician, whatever you are in that falls within that realm. It helps you get over that hurdle. And one of the systems in here is it's a business development process. Our business lacked processes. We had no processes in place. To me, a process is like a goal. You've got to get them and put them into place. So how do you do that? They set it up here for you perfectly. And one year, I remember that because we had no processes, I think it was for so many years, I think it was probably 2013, 14, 15, I don't remember, honestly. But when a technician would come get hired, we just threw them in a truck and out they went, right? When an office person came in, we just threw them on the phones and, there you go. You're answering phones and you don't even know what you're doing. You don't have any training. You don't know what you're talking about. You don't know anything about the product. And remember, when you do that to somebody in your business, they are the face of your company. So they could be blowing off really good potential clients or customers. So it's really important to have systems and processes in place. So that year was a hard thing for me to do. My goal was to put the process of answering the phones with all the scripts, the process of what happens to invoices when the technicians bring them back in, what happens to the follow-up, the writing the thank you note, the calling the customer to make sure everything's good, the follow-up with the thank you testimonial letter. We had several things and processes in place. It took me a long time to get those done, but I'm telling you, the reason you want to do that, because if you want to expand someday, you can take those same training manuals, those same processes with you over to the new company or the new, if you're adding on, or you are, you want to make sure that each location does the exact thing, says the exact thing, because otherwise you get a lot of confusion and you got to get a lot of things that are not said properly. And then you don't look good and you lose clients and you lose customers. Well, the goal is to keep customers and to bring more clients in, right? So that goal for that year was probably the biggest, most difficult goal of that year. As we added more people and we became a very full staff, it was awesome. We had, I think, 8 people. For us, when we started with 2, that's a lot of people. I would have a monthly meeting with everybody. And every year I'd talk about goals and I'd talk about the company goals. And, we had a monthly goal and we had monthly sales and so on and so forth. I made each one of our employees, I don't know how many of you do this, but I highly recommend it. Each one of our employees had to write their own goals for the business. What are they going to improve on? How many garage doors are they going to sell? How many garage door openers are they going to sell? How many clients are they going to, or customers are going to help when they walk in? What kind of sales are they going to make for small parts like remotes and things like that? Whatever the goal is for the employee, you want to help them reach those goals. Now, by helping them reach those goals, there was always a little bit of a bonus on top of that. So having an incentive sometimes helps, sometimes it doesn't. Some people are not motivated by money. Some people are motivated by a gift card to go buy something. Some people are motivated by going to an event, a concert, a play, a sporting event. You have to decide what that individual is motivated by, dangle the carrot. I know that when my son was in high school, he was a senior in high school, my ex was a big motorcycle rider, Harley rider, and we were sitting at the dinner table for Easter. And in his mind, he didn't think this would happen, but he dangled this carrot in front of my son. And he said, hey, if you get your motorcycle license, go through class in the next 3 weeks, I'll buy you a motorcycle for graduation. And he didn't think he would make it happen. When that came out of his mouth, now he didn't check with me. He didn't ask me. I wasn't real thrilled about it because of course, I don't want my 18-year-old on a motorcycle. I thought he was immature and wasn't ready for that because it's a big step. Now, he had to eat his words, because when you dangle a carrot, the right carrot, in front of an individual, he made sure that he made it happen. He was in class, he passed his class, he passed the written exam, and he got his license, and guess what he got? He got a motorcycle for a graduation present, a Harley motorcycle. So if you dangle the right thing, not only in front of yourself, right? What's going to motivate you and what's going to get you up every morning to get out there to get that goal? So very important. Something that will get you out of bed and get you excited to move forward. So with that being said, I'm going to take a little break here, because in the next segment, I'm going to talk about how to get those goals and how to accomplish them. We'll be right back. Hey, are you using Google Business Profile for your business yet? Well, today is the day to start. Even if you already have a Google Business Profile and don't know what to do, well then join us for a Google Business Profile live masterclass coming to a computer near you. Kris O'Connor, Lenny Rowell, and Alicia Maples will teach you how to master your business profile to crush your competitors. Enroll now at gmptipsandtricks.club/masterclass. Let us help you dominate the competition. Hi everyone, I'm Kris O'Connor, your host of Hidden Gems of DFW Video Podcast. And today we're talking about goals. And I told a little story about my son and my ex dangling that little carrot in front of him and asking him to get his motorcycle license. He would buy him a motorcycle, a Harley, okay, for his graduation. And he did it. He dangled that carrot and my son went after it and never looked back. He still has that motorcycle today. It's a beautiful bike, and I know that he had a lot of fun on it. And it was nice because when he went into the military, then he bought himself another motorcycle. I think it was an R6. It was more of a crotch rocket, which Mom was not a fan of. But he was in Hawaii and I was in Texas, so there was not anything I could do about it. But the person that I learned the most on how to really set goals was Zig Ziglar. And you can see that book in front of you, Zig Ziglar. And Zig Ziglar and the Ziglar Foundation, they have these phenomenal little books that literally you keep everything in it. It's a personal management and goals achievement system. So do you have a system in place that you would use? Many people don't. Many people just write things down on a piece of paper and then they do whatever, keep it in front of them, hopefully. It just depends on what system works for you, because not every system works for everyone. And I just want you to know that, I moved my mic there, sorry. I don't know if you can really see that, but I'll pop that in. It fills it all out, how and where, what and why. And on each of the pages, what I really like about it is there's some type of comment up at the top on the right-hand side page, and it says, what you get by reaching your destination is not nearly as important as what you will become by reaching your destination. I'm going to read that again. I want you to hear that. What you get by reaching your destination is not nearly as important as what you will become by reaching your destination. So to me, goals are so very important. And I just want to add that when I use goals to grow the garage door company, it took many years. And when we hit that $1 million mark 2 months early from the year that we wanted to hit that $1 million mark, All of us in the office, I mean, it was ding, 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 happy dances. We were bouncing around. We were so excited. It's so fun reaching a goal. So very fun. You feel so honored. You feel so excited. You feel like, yes, I did it, when you thought that you probably couldn't do it. One of the biggest goals in my life was when we bought the house that I was living in. It was a beautiful home. It had 2 acres of land. It was 4,700 square feet, 5 bedrooms, 3 baths, swimming pool. I mean, when you buy a home, you're always looking for, you have a checklist, right? Everything, there's a checklist. This home checked everything off the list. There wasn't anything missing in this home, nothing. It was the home of my dreams. I loved living there. I loved being in their home. And when we moved in, we kind of looked at each other and we said, wow, we did it. We made it, because that was success to us. What is success to you? Is it a home? Is it a vacation home? Is it a boat? Is it a RV? Is it another business? Is it branching off in more businesses? What is it to you that success is? Well, success is part of having goals, right? So I had mentioned earlier that I was going to teach you how, or show you how we did it at the garage door company. So every year we had a goal. Let's just say we had $1 million goal, right? So we would break it down so that total goal for 12 months is we want to hit $1 million, right? So we would divide 12 months into $1 million. How much is that? Each month had either 30 days or 31 days, right? So then we'd break that monthly goal down into what we needed to do on a daily basis. Now, we took out Sundays because we worked Monday through Saturday. We were open Monday through Saturday. Now, we do emergency service on Sundays, but we didn't count those as days. Those were bonus days. So if we were behind and we did a lot of jobs on Sundays or in the evenings, then we could add it to that day to bring it up. Sometimes we only had to do $1,200 a day to get to our goal. Sometimes we only had to do $800 a day to get to our goal. Sometimes we only had to do for $1,400. If each truck averaged $1,700 a day, we could do 2 to 3 million. We could do 2 to 3 million. So when we broke it down into by truck what they had to do on a daily basis, it made it more reasonable and a lot easier for the technician to say, oh, well, I just need to sell 3 garage door openers today, or I just need to fix 3 garages today, or I need to, if somebody needs a new garage door and an opener. It broke it down to the simplistic way to get the goal. Now, sometimes you didn't hit the goal. A lot of times you did hit the goal. So you would just add and subtract what you need to do on a daily basis. Those are for numbers. What if you want to lose weight? Okay, what if losing weight is your big goal? How many pounds do you want to lose? 50? In how much time? Start from the end result and work your way back. Divide, divide, divide. What do you have to do on a daily basis to hit that goal? It's so much smaller and it's so much easier. They're like baby steps. Sometimes we get overwhelmed when we want these $1 million businesses or the $50,000 a month or, a day, right? What do I need to do to sell $50,000 a day? What is it that I need to put in place? What kind of product do I need? What kind of service do I need to offer? How many people do I need to have to do that? Break it down to the ridiculous. The smaller it is, the easier it is to achieve that goal. So what are your goals? Break them down. You don't need to have a gazillion goals. It's easier if you have a smaller amount and really focus, focus in on 4 goals, 5 goals. Okay? Don't overwhelm yourself. Make it a really big one, make it a little one. Whatever you want to do for your goals. I think it's so very important that you know what you want to do for your business and personal, and what your employees need to learn and do for your business. How else are you going to grow? The more you offer help to them, the more they're going to want to stay with you, and the more they're going to want to produce for you. You need to make it a fun atmosphere, a fun place to work, a fun place to be, a fun thing to do. Make it so they want to get up every morning and come share in your pleasure of running that business. There's lots of people out there that can help you. But that being said, we're running a little over time, so I'm going to take another quick little break, and then I'm going to show you what my treasure is for today. I hope you enjoy it. See you soon. Hey, are you using Google Business Profile for your business yet? Well, today is the day to start. Even if you already have a Google Business Profile and don't know what to do, well then join us for a Google Business Profile live masterclass coming to a computer near you. Kris O'Connor, Lenny Rowell, and Alicia Maples will teach you how to master your business profile to crush your competitors. Enroll now at gmptipsandtricks.club/masterclass. Let us help you dominate the competition. Hi everyone, I am Kris O'Connor, your host with Hidden Gems of DFW video podcast, and we are back for the treasure chest part. But I just want to review a couple of things. I mostly have talked about goals and why goals are so important for your business. I also talked about how to make them in bite-sized pieces. Go to the end result and work your way backwards. It works every time for anything that you do in life. What is the big goal? And break it down into bite-sized goals to make it easier. I talked about the E-Myth Revisited. It could be that you read one business book a month. I had that goal one year. And let me tell you, I learned a lot. I've got several books around me, and I've read every single one of them. Now, I'm not the biggest reader. I don't like to read as much, mostly because I have an astigmatism and I can only read for so long before my eyes start bouncing around on that page. But what I always loved was Audible. I have Audible, and that's what I listen to in the car. So if I'm driving somewhere, and I used to drive a lot of places, a lot of networking groups, I listen to business books on Audible, and it's one of the best. It's called the University on Wheels, and I've done that for years and years and years, and I will continue to do that because I don't ever want to stop learning. I don't ever want to stop hitting my goals. I don't ever want to stop, because I feel if you stop, then you're dead, right? So I don't mean to be morbid, but that's kind of my philosophy, and maybe it's yours and maybe it's not. I do smell the roses. I do take breaks. I do enjoy life and love the sunshine and water and the pools and relax. And there's always time for that because that's how you renew your mind. But I want to share something with you today, what my treasure is. So I'm going to open my treasure chest. Here we go. And guess what? It's another book. Now, this book is by Sam Parker. I was introduced to Sam Parker a long time ago online, actually. And he's helps businesses with your management style to help employees. This particular book is called Smile and Move. And there's, at the beginning, he's got a story in here, and I think it's a really important story. So I'm going to read you this story, and this is by Sam Parker. My daughter and niece opened their lemonade stand at the front of our neighborhood. Lemonade stands were everywhere that weekend. All were raising money for cancer research. It was a community service effort, part of a citywide program. Sitting at a distance, watching the girls work as cars pulled over to patronize their stand, I noticed what seemed to be less than positive and energetic approach to serving their customers. It reminded me of the adults I've encountered in too many places who seemed put out or moved with complete indifference. In a lull between visitors, I asked, "Why are you doing this lemonade stand, girls?" "To get our community service hours for school," they said. "Any other reasons?" "To raise money for cancer." "Right," I said to their preteen eye roll. "Can you think of anything else?" Silence. "Anything?" "Dad, please." This was a core value issue, one worth the effort and challenge. These people are stopping to be served lemonade because they might be thirsty, but also so they can help you help people with cancer. They're your customers and they have places to go, but they're giving you their support, their time, and their money. You need to approach them happily with a smile, and then you need to move quickly to get them their drink so they can enjoy it and move on. You're not doing them a favor, they're doing you a favor. They don't have to buy the lemonade, and they don't have to buy it from you. You need to smile and move, girls. Smile and Move, the name of the book. It's a short little read. It's a reminder about happily being in service and servicing people. And isn't that what we do on a daily basis with our customers, our clients, our employees? Serve them with a smile. It's so very important. This is such a fun little book. And when you set goals, you can't give up. You just can't give up. Being resourceful and resilient is so important. We want something or some result, right? I mean, that's it. That's all that we want when we're in business. Even in relationship, we want something or some result. When we visit a store, we want that thing. When we call for help, we want that result. If we're lucky enough to be in the path of the want, we need to be resourceful in our attempts to make it, whatever it is, and make it happen. When we fall short or fail, which we can't always prevent, we need to be resilient. So how resilient are you? How many excuses do you allow yourself to give others when you don't deliver? Could be a goal that you respond to your customers immediately. Could be a goal that you answer the phone all the time. Could be a goal that you send a thank you note to every single customer. What is it that you need to do? Our lack of this resource, the timing of that delivery, the weather, our lack of sleep, tough day, week, month, or year doesn't excuse us from delivering. It just makes it more challenging. Moving is to move forward, refusing to complain or make excuses. It's remembering that service is about results. Be happy. Do something. Don't whine, don't complain, and don't use the word "I can't." 2 words. Yes, you can. Set those goals. Make them easy, well, not easy. Make them a little bit hard to reach, but make those goals. 5 goals. I challenge you right now. 5 goals. Write them down right now. That's my challenge to you. That's it. 5. Just write 5. Can you do that? Can you do that? And the last thing that I want to say is about being resilient. Focus on the results. Make lessons of failure and learn from them. Continue on, be smarter about the failure. And reinforce, move forward. Write it on your heart that every day is the best day in the year. I'm going to say that again. Write it on your heart that every day is the best day in the year. So how do you want 2022 to become for you? We've gone through a lot of stuff in the last couple years, and I know that we're not through it all. And we need to continue pivoting a little bit to make our businesses work and to move our businesses forward. So what are you going to do by setting those goals? Remember, I asked you 5 goals. That's all I'm asking. 5. The number 5. 5. Should take you less than 5 minutes to write those down. Read them every day. Stick them in your car. Stick them on the bathroom mirror. Stick them in your appointment book. Put them in your phone. Put it as your screensaver on your phone and read them every day, millions of times a day. Every time you look at your phone, read your goals. Make it one step closer. I challenge you to set some really big goals and go after them, because you can do it. I know that you can. So I know I'm out of time, but I want to share one last thing with you. I want you to always remember that you are insanely valuable. And despite the labels of doubt that you have about yourself and created by outside people and experiences, that you, yes, you can do so much more. Set those goals. And if you're struggling with that, I can help you grow your business. I can help you set your goals. I can help you focus on what you need to focus on. Contact me, call me, email me, however you want to get in contact with me. Let me help you get excited about your business again. And don't forget to like and share and subscribe on my channel. I'm so excited that you're listening today. And remember, 5 goals. It's a 5-goal challenge day. Do it. You won't regret it. Until next time. Thanks for watching and listening to Hidden Gems of DFW with Kris O'Connor. Don't forget to subscribe. Feel free to connect with me. I love hearing your successes.